We're going to talk about prayer in this video. First, I need to show you another video of somebody who I found it difficult to listen to, not because he's got a southern drawl, but because he doesn't speak well. He just really does not speak very well. But it is what it is. We're going to listen to his message, and we're going to come back and talk about this.
The kids who were shot while they were praying not know how to pray? If it works, were they doing it wrong?
You know, I'm going to pray for you, sir, that you didn't actually commit blasphemy. Accusing children of not knowing how to pray, and that it's their fault because they didn't pray right. Now, you know damn well that those children wasn't praying for a gunman to not be shooting them up. They had just got through praying their daily prayer that God would forgive them of their sins. And if there's a silver lining in this in any way, it's the fact that we know where they just went. Because they literally just prayed that God would forgive them of their sins. Now, you know what's wrong with this world? It's not guns. It's not that at all. It's the fact that we don't teach our children what's right from wrong anymore. Our whole entire society believes in not teaching our children about God, about what's right and wrong. And as parents, our God tells us to spare the rod and spoil the child, to discipline them, to teach them while they're young, as they'll bend like a twig instead of breaking like a tree. The guy that shot them up, his parents let him believe however he wanted to believe. They didn't correct him. He wanted to believe that he was something that he wasn't. And so society did not accept him. Our total problem is the fact that we're not teaching our children right nowadays. We're not teaching them. You know, when I was younger, we actually had guns in the windshields in the back of our trucks, and none of this happened. Because when I was younger, we actually still had prayers in schools, and our parents would bust our ass if we did something wrong. I mean, hell, if I got a paddling at school and I went home and told my dad, I'd get another one. We was taught what was right and wrong. We was taught what respect is all about. And since we've got this society nowadays that tries to make out like it's wrong somehow to teach our children what's right from wrong, this world has gone to shit.
I'm sorry to have to put you through that. That was a tough listen, but it needed to happen in order for us to be able to talk about it. First of all, Mr. Global didn't accuse anybody of anything. He asked if those kids didn't know how to pray, since you guys keep saying that prayer works. And you kind of proved his point, right? You went on this whole diatribe about how we no longer teach our kids right from wrong. We don't teach our kids this. We don't do this. Do you think the kids in that Annunciation School were taught right from wrong? Do you think they were? Put the shooter to the side for a minute. We're going to talk about the shooter in a moment. Do you think those kids were taught right from wrong? Do you think those kids were on the right path? The kids that were in the Catholic school that just got done praying and were the victims of that shooting. Do you think those kids were taught right from wrong by their parents? Because those kids were doing what you think people should do. Learn about Jesus Christ, learn about God, pray, live a devoted life, right? The kids were getting exactly what you say they should get. And they were still gunned down. What kind of a fucking God allows that? What kind of a fucking God allows kids who are literally praying to him to immediately after their prayer be fucking slaughtered by a gunman? And don't try to explain this away with the whole God works in mysterious ways. It's a fucking cop-out, and you fucking know it. You said that the shooter wasn't taught right for wrong. The shooter's mom worked at that fucking church. 5 years. If you want to teach your kids about God, you teach your kids about God. You want to teach your kids to pray, you teach your kids to pray. You don't get to teach the rest of society, but you also don't get to put on society everything that you see wrong as being anti-God. Well, it's because we did this, or because we did. They was praying and baby. No. It's because we don't fund mental health enough. It's because we have easy access to guns. It's got nothing to do with your imaginary sky daddy.